My name is Lucie Shikuku. I am a writer, director, producer. In short, I am an entertainer. So I tell stories, I'm a storyteller, I'm a musician. I got into fitness a year and a half ago, and it's something that I had never done before, and I fell in love with it. So I'm addicted to it and I love doing it. It was an interesting one. First of all, I had never had issues with my weight growing up because I had always been a small person. So I never thought in a million years that I would ever add weight, but then I had children. I have 3 children. When I had my firstborn, it was very easy to bounce back to my normal weight because I had her in my early 20s. So, and then I had my second child, which was also very easy for me. And then my third one, I think I just relaxed. I thought it would go back, but now I had grown older. I'd got to my 30s, so I didn't do anything because I had never done anything before. So I think I just started growing into the weight that I had because it was not much. It was like maybe 2 dress sizes or something, from a size 10 to a size 12, so I was okay with it. But then as I grew older, when I got to my 40s, I realized that I was adding more weight. And then I went to Kisumu for work for 2 months, and in Kisumu I just decided I want to eat fish. And guys in Kisumu are like, oh, you know, you can't eat fish with anything else but rice, but ugali. So there I was every day for 60 days. Lunchtime and supper time I was eating ugali and fish, and I was having so much fun with that. And again, I was eating late, like from around 10 o'clock, because I was hanging out with my mom's best friend, so we would catch up, cook late, sleep late, you know, eat late and all that. So when I came back home, nothing fit me, no outfit of mine fit me. And I remember looking at myself in the mirror and seeing my mom, because I look so much like my mom just gave birth to herself. So, and I've always been the younger version of her, but when I looked at myself in the mirror, I saw the 60-year-old mom, my mom, who was 60 years old, and I was like, oh my God, I can't take my mom's place because then I will be sending her away because she passed away. So I decided to lose some weight. And I live with someone who is crazy into fitness. You know, he wakes up early in the morning to go to the gym. He's always been a gym person ever since he was a teenager. And so he just talked me into it. He was like, try and see if you would want to do weights and stuff like that. So I got to the gym. Of course, I was so heavy, weighing 83 kilograms, you know. I had started getting, when I get angry, I ran out of breath, you know, like I think I was almost going to high blood pressure or something like that. So I go to the gym and it was difficult. It was so hard, you know, it was so hard for me because I had never done something like that before. So I just hung in there because he used to encourage me, told me it will get better. Then I started just doing my researches, you know, on weight loss, on how to lose weight, and what you can do, what foods to eat, you know, all those things, about rest, about the meats, everything, you know, just researching and getting into it. So I really just learned a lot, and I hung in there because, again, every day we would sit down with my partner and we would just watch videos on YouTube of people who had lost weight before and after, you know, and what they went through, you know, and that motivated me. It just made me know that one day I'll get there, I'll work hard and I'll get there. So I got into fitness. I started watching CrossFit games, you know, things like that, watching bodybuilders, female bodybuilders who are 40 years and over, you know. And I just fell in love with it. I was like, I want to be one of these people. I want to be that woman in my 40s who looks really fit and good in her skin and stuff, you know. So it became like a challenge. So I just hung in there for a year, you know. I worked out, I cut on some foods, you know, like things like dairy, sugar, some fats, like switching fats from trans fats to fats that work. Like now trans fats would be something like a lianto and these other golden fries and all those things. And I just went to now natural fats, olive oil, coconut oil, pig fat is also very nice. A ghee, you know, fats that are natural, fats that either come from animals or come from plants. So I started using that for cooking oils, you know. So you realize that I literally just changed my life from where I was to now to where I want to be. I had to change all that. So I changed my cooking oils, I changed my meals, I changed the timings of how I'm going to eat, you know. Then there was intermittent fasting, then there was fasting, all these very interesting, amazing journeys that I went through. And then I realized again, working out and going to the gym and exercise was not enough for me to get back to where I was. I needed to sleep for 8 hours and over. I needed to, when I have free time, I nap because it helps in weight loss. I needed to drink a lot of water. I needed to eat well. Like I would say 80% of weight loss is in the food and in the hours of when you eat your food. So I had to learn all these things. It was like I was getting rid of the old person and becoming this new person who has a different lifestyle. And also I realized that it's not something that you do for a certain amount of time. Like it's not something that you say, I will go to the gym and eat right for 3 months, then when I get to a certain weight I can go back. It doesn't work like that. You make it your lifestyle. It becomes your lifestyle. So in short, I changed my palate, I changed my sleeping patterns, I changed my eating habits, I changed my hours of eating, you know, like the way people count calories, I was counting hours, you know. Intermittent fasting, where you're feeling like you realize that breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. It's actually the hours that are important. If you ate at 8 o'clock last night, then you want to eat at around 1 o'clock. That's when you start your breakfast, and then you stop eating at around 6 o'clock, you know, things like that. They help in your body. There's a lot of science in our body, which is beautiful science that I found amazing and all that. So yeah, in a year I saw a lot of changes. I changed from 83 kilograms to 68 kgs. Which was amazing for me, and I just stuck to it. I fell in love with it. I'm in love with weights, with working out, with getting tired, with all screaming and crying and all those things. I just fell in love with it. Yeah, so that's my journey. What prompted my journey was just the fact that I grew so fat. I saw my mom in the mirror when I looked at myself, and then I just realized that that was not me, that was not my body, you know, because I think that was the heaviest I've ever been in my life. Even when I was pregnant, I was not that heavy. So I just needed to go back to who I was. Plus the fact that I realized that it's possible for people my age, people who are in their 40s, to lose weight and just look nice, you know. So I decided, why not, you know, like, and also the fact that again you're watching people like J-Lo and stuff, who's older than you and looks better than you. Janet Jackson is 50, J-Lo is going to 50. Haley Berry, all these people are older than me and they've had children and they are looking so hot, and you're asking yourself, why not, you know? So I just decided, let me also just try and get to them and get like them, you know. In my house, people are very supportive. First of all, my partner is very supportive because he's always been someone who loves to work out and go to the gym and eat right and all those things. So it was easy for me because I had someone who was checking me out, who now became again my trainer because he's very knowledgeable as far in matters gym, you know. So it was easy for me. It was very easy for me. And then my kids are also very supportive. And I just realized that if you are a mom and you're doing things like this, then your children also want to do that. So they also they're supporting you in another way, which makes you now work harder and look better for them, because now they also now realize they can also do what you're doing. So yeah, my family is very supportive. And plus in the gym you meet people who are also working like you, so they give you, you know, support and all that. Because when I went to the gym, I met other people, a group of people, so we became a group. So we support each other on WhatsApp, we wake each other up, you know, we are there encouraging each other in the gym. So yeah, I've been lucky and I'm grateful for the support. Life before weight loss was filled with corsets. Yeah, because I spend a lot on buying corsets to just hide my body, because now I used to feel like as long as I look nice in clothes, I mean, who cares about how I look when I'm naked, you know. But then it was hard for me because I had never gone that big before. Even when I had children, I wasn't 83 kilograms, you know. And then life before gym, taking pictures was hard, you know, because I don't like myself, so why am I taking pictures? So it was very rare for me to take pictures. I was heading towards a very bad place where I think I was leaning toward being a diabetic, or I was going to have high blood pressure, one of the two, because I wasn't seeing clearly. I couldn't read some things. My eyesight was failing, by the way, it was failing. I used to run short of breath because every time I get angry, I would feel like my whole body was almost bursting. But I didn't go to hospital to check that. I had problems, you know, like a heavy flow of periods also, because I don't know, maybe because of my weight. So I was having very, very, very heavy flow. I think I was just bordering some illnesses, but I didn't go to hospital, but the way I was feeling was not right. After weight loss, of course, things become easy. I'm lighter, I look better in clothes, I'm not complaining. I feel younger, you know, like I feel younger, my flow is easier, you know, things are just working for me, my sight is better. The way I eat is also right, so it makes everything just work, like everything is falling into place. My routine also works for me, so I'm not complaining. I'm happier, by the way, I'm happier, I'm calmer, you know. And I just realized the importance of weight loss, especially to my children, because then I have a chance to just guide them to keep fit and to keep to eat right in their early stages, so that even when they're growing up, they're into that routine of eating well. My routine mainly comes from my trainer, who's again my partner, because he's been doing this all his life, so he's very good at it. Things like intermittent fasting, things like fasting and all that, those are things that now you have to research a lot on, you have to read a lot on, you have to watch on YouTube a lot on, you know, and just learning from other people how it's helped them, how the good things about them, the bad things about them. So yeah. I've influenced my daughters because, again, when I'm working out, they're working out with me. They're consistent. You know, they care about what they're eating these days. I have also influenced my friends, most of my friends. People, when I post pictures on Facebook and talk about my fitness journey, there are people who like inbox me and they're like, what did you do? Send me your diet. What can I do? You know, yeah, I think I have influenced quite a number of people. And I am always glad to help because I know how hard it is, but I also know that it's possible. These things are possible. I just realized that they're very, very possible, and I love to encourage people. So yeah, I've influenced quite a number of people, and I'm working with, again, quite a number of people as far as the weight loss journey is concerned. What I would like to say is what I've realized in life is maybe, I don't know if it's an African thing or something. When we get older, we always tend to relax on everything, on work, on how we look, on how we dress, on everything. You know, we just, people say, oh, nimezeeka, you know, oh, now I'm in my 40s, now I'm older, so there's no point of doing this and that. I have met people who have known me with my weight on and now know me with my weight off, and they complain. They're like, oh, you looked better, you know, for your age. That weight was working for your age. And I'm like, what do you mean was working for my age? So now if I'm 40 years old, I'm supposed to look how? I'm supposed to be fat and shapeless or something, you know? And it's something that I realize that all of us are growing like that, and everyone is thinking, oh, now I'm older. But you're forgetting one thing, that we can get rid of illnesses and sicknesses and doctor appointments and all these discomforts by just working out and eating right, you know. And by working out, I'm not saying that you go lift weights like me or anything. You can skip rope, you can jog, you can brisk walk, you know, you can run up and down the stairs. There are so many ways of working out and just keeping fit, because I've just realized so many of us, once we get to that 40 mark, we are giving up on everything, how we look and all that. And I think that also encourages our husbands to cheat or anything. I'm not saying that we should work for our husbands, but also just for ourselves. To just look nice. Why don't you want to look hot till you die? I mean, I want to look hot till I die. You know, I want to have a good body and have abs even when I'm 60. So what? I mean, so I think women should just, and men should work on looking nice, like the Spartans, you know. Let's live a life of the Spartans, you know, nice bodies, nice health. You wake up with no backache, you're not disturbing your daughter because now, oh, you have to go to the doctor for high blood pressure, oh, you have to go to the doctor because diabetes is on you. You know, all these things. Some of the illnesses that we have, like type 2 diabetes, is a lifestyle disease, is what you're eating. So just eat right, and eating right does not mean that the food is boring. Food is very interesting. I make very nice food. There's nothing that I'm not eating that because I'm losing weight or I'm being healthy. I eat everything from chips to cakes to bread to, it's just what the ingredients that you're using to make all these things, you know. Like try sweet potato chips on fried in ghee. That's the best thing that you can ever have in life, you know. Or just the bread baked with oat flour, you know. There's so many ways of just, you know, walnut milk, you know, they're there. Coconut milk, very tasty, you know. So losing weight does not mean that you stop having fun with food. It's just you're moving to another stage of something else that you have never. It's an adventure. It's a beautiful, beautiful adventure which I would encourage anyone to go through.